All right. This town is weird. When Greg asked me if I could do this today and it was contingent for me getting hired, I said yes.
That's the right attitude.
And thank you. I'm gonna give it my best. All that I can ask of all of you is that you give it your best too.
Is that gonna help you run?
It helps me soak up the moment.
I believe Mark has something that he wants to tell everyone. So Mark, if you want to go ahead and say your piece now.
I just want to say this. If we don't win today, I'm going to get kicked out of my house.
They're gonna see how slick and glistening I am, and they're not gonna want to play real well.
Is that like baby lotion or?
Grape seed oil.
Is that a landlord situation or
My grandma is my landlord, yeah. And she doesn't think I've ever been anything, and if we don't win today, I'm done. I'd be homeless.
Barb!
Fuck your grandma.
We're gonna
don't do
Come
that.
on, bud.
Yeah,
That's my grandma.
I took it out of a tub that said grape seed oil.
Good. Glad to have you on the team.
Heck yeah.
We're gonna win today, Barb, and Mark's still gonna have a place to live, and Tina too.
You're damn right.
My name's Clint McCosky. I go by Clint. I run Scoochie's. It's a dive bar in the city.
My name's Dan. I recently got hired on to manage a little bar here in town called Greg's.
It's a niche dive bar. It's like a cool dive bar. When we bought the property, it was legitimately just bikers and people wanting to fight.
I was responding to a want ad, and I just moved here, so I figured, why not, right? The Masters is coming along. It's going to be a lot of thesis time.
Hipsters moved in, and we did what we do.
And what is it that you do?
We mark up beer prices and give the facade of a dangerous place without any danger.
I'm doing a master's in art therapy. I am trying to teach paralyzed people how to use their hands again through pottery.
Now, get that. Don't bring that over here. Okay?
What?
Are you here to just try to intimidate us before the game
I
with
want
a
everyone to be safe out here.
Okay, well, when you hold that, you're not even wearing the badge across your chest. I mean, how am I supposed to know how far away from you I have to be?
Good luck out there today.
Yeah, okay, yeah, good luck to you too. You couldn't walk up. Okay.
You want to say something?
Do I want to say something? Yeah, I want to say that you look like a real piece of work, and we're going to have a really nice time kicking the shit out of you out there today.
Hey,
Go get him, Dan.
nothing personal.
Nothing personal.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. This is the 19th year that we've played this game, and we're back here again. We got Scoochie! Yeah! Right? Versus Greg! My name's Gary Jones, and I am, I guess I'd call myself a lineage player. It's always been such a passion of mine. Ever since I was a child, growing up watching the game every year, it really was my Super Bowl.
Scoochie's versus Greg, it goes back, it's old family drama, to be honest.
I know very little about it. My great-great-grandfather was riding a horse in the middle of a war, and he came upon two men that were shooting cannons at one another.
My family is from a now legal, it was legal then too, but a trade that some people don't like around the community.
There were no rules. No willy-nilly, just shooting cannons at one another.
Greg, when I had my interview at his house, he showed me some pictures.
So my great-great-grandfather, he went ahead and came onto this farm, and he told them, "Excuse me, but there's room enough for both of you."
Can you describe those photographs to us?
And he set up a guidance of rules. They could shoot cannonballs at one another and not kill anybody.
No.
And then from there, every year they got together and shot cannonballs until they couldn't anymore, and then they played kickball.
Greg himself won't be at the game.
Greg, he got what was coming to him. did what was done to him. You know, he earned that hospital visit. Let's just say that.
Here's my Greg impression for you. It's a flat earth. You best to not have a flat head. And that's how he tried to convince me that the earth was flat.
Did you have anything to do with...
Nothing whatsoever. I like the idea of violence, so it happened, and I'm happy with it, but I would not want it to actually happen.
Right.
But it did, and I appreciate that it did. Can we cut that part?
You guys ready? Yeah! Me too! Let's do this! Whoa!
They're so good.
They know what they're doing out there.
We got this, guys. We got this.
We're doing too.
Gotta have faith.
The people play. 8-year-olds play this.
Yeah, and they're great.
Yeah, they're better than us, though.
8-year-olds play it against other 8-year-olds.
Yeah, they don't think about it.
Just connect
Thanks
your
very
foot
much. Yeah,
to
we
the
won't.
ball.
Yeah, thank you, Barb. Thank you, Barb. Yes.
Thanks, Tina.
Thanks, Tina.
Tina, thank you.
So,
Remember, you're not pussies, that's all.
That's right, Barb.
Okay. I totally forgot we were. Solid advice, Barb.
Yeah. She's so wise.
Let's kick that ball!
So excited!
I'll drink to that.
You hear Rilo Kiley had the new album?
That's right!
All right!
Sammy works in the kitchen.
Get him! Come on, go!
All right!
Yeah!
First base!
For a guy who's so well organized, he makes some like really shitty food.
First base!
Good shit, Sammy!
He made a buffalo chicken. Okay? It was a buffalo steak wrapped around an entire rotisserie chicken.
Hey, Dan.
All right. Wait, what'd you say?
I said hi.
Hi.
Dan, don't listen to
Clint's the pitcher.
Yeah.
Well, no wonder he's in such a fierce rivalry with Greg. Because I see a lot of Greg and Clint.
Oh!
You ever meet someone so similar to yourself that like you have a distaste for them because you know them?
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah. He feels that way about me.
We got 1 point over here to Goose Egg!
Let's foul. Let's strike.
Cora is a cocktail server. So she's very, very vital to what we do over there. She's not good with people.
Cora, get excited.
Love life, Cora.
Come on.
Whoa, no!
Oh!
That is 2 to Goose Egg!
Baby, you made it!
Clint, I'm not Dan. I will fuck you up.
My name's Tyrone Banks, and I work for Greg's bar.
Tyrone, very, very motivated young man. Very, very intelligent. He is going places, I think.
Greg's is great. A lot of weird people come in there. But every time Dan comes in, he just comes in all smiling, and the crowd, the customers just lobby behind him. And I'm there. I'm like, Dan, 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 in my head. But I wish he could hear me.
Tyrone, that hurts. We went to grade school together.
I don't care.
All right, I don't care either.
Tyrone is family. He is family to me. Even though we are not family in any kind of way.
Clint is a jerk. I want to kill him, and I will eventually. That's my goal.
Kick the ball!
Home run! All right! Home run!
Yeah, Ryan doesn't work at the bar. Ryan, we used to see a lot.
Oh, fucking tree!
Yeah, we used to joke that he was kind of like a feral cat. Because if you got up on him, his eyes would get real wide and he'd just kind of like scurry off. You know?
Go! We got it!
Mark works at the bar.
Yeah.
Yeah, he works at the bar.
I work there.
I think maybe he was hired just to deal with Barb.
It's kind of like pro bono.
So stupid.
Barb is Mark's grandma.
Fucking just like your dad. Jesus Christ.
Well, apples don't fall on trees.
To say that she speaks colorfully would make the rainbow seem like, I don't know, like a toy for children.
Tina, shut the fuck up! God damn it, I would have shot that swan. Fucking Tina, it's not about you. You don't win when you're on the bottom. Why is that cunt here?
All right, baby, don't fucking fuck up.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god!
In your face, Clint! He's not on second! He's not out! He's not on second! Let's switch him up! Let's switch him up! Good.
Rotate.
I think we proved it.
We're not, how can you say that we're fucked when we're leading 6-0?
That guy hit me in the head on purpose.
That is probably true.
We start off rocky. We know that. Just getting loose out there. We made some good plays.
Are we going to address this? It's making the ball slippery.
Look, it's going to be to our advantage now that we're up to bat.
Can I say something, Brian?
Yeah, sure, Ryan. Of course, go ahead. Yeah.
When you came out and grabbed me in my truck and asked me to play the game, about a minute before I was sitting in there and I had a gun in my mouth. Came home from my work. I'm a day trader. And found my fiance making love to her spin instructor.
Oh, I don't need to know this, right? We're just happy you're here.
Well, I wouldn't be here if you didn't ask me. I was about to.
Eric is sick.
Right before I pulled the trigger, that I saw Dan knocking on the window, and so I hid the gun and I rolled the window down. And I said, "Hey man, what's up?" Kind of in the middle of something here, and he asked if I wanted to join the kickball team. I guess they needed one more, and so I thought to myself, yeah, I guess that could be fun.
All right. I think we've cleared all our bases.
We haven't.
What way? Oh, who the hell are you?
Gabi is the sweetest person you will ever meet. She is constantly just telling you what you need to hear, too. She's a no-nonsense, like, it's good to have someone like Gabi around.
You got anything you want to say?
Eu acho que a defesa jogou muito mal hoje. A gente tem que agitar pouquinho mais,
Isn't that some white people bullshit?
fazer os passes mais precisos. E tem que ter alguém na base, meu. Tem que ter gente na base. Não tem ninguém na base.
That's a fair point. Let's think about that while we're out there, you guys.
Jason's a heck of a dude.
Let's do this.
He, at work, a phenom. He's in there. He's doing what he needs to do. He's quick. He's in. He's out. Mentally, he can be a drain.
Oh, out number one! Out number one!
Moses, hell of a dude. He's a dude's dude.
When I was at Scoochie's, he was bragging very loudly about his enormous pecker.
He's way into sports and violence.
And he said that. He said, I have an enormous pecker. Look at how tall I am. I have an enormous pecker.
He dropped it! He's off the bag!
Clint looks like an asshole, sounds like an asshole, he behaves like an asshole. He's one of those kinds of people who is so smugly convinced of his absolute perfect intellectual superiority over other people.
I hope that you break your ankle and can't work anymore.
Oh! No! Second out! What the hell? Throw that again! Throw it again! Hey,
Hey, that's actually a magical term that comes from Babylon. The term that they used for magic. It makes you feel pacified.
Get your people under control, man. What
Get your people under control!
It's how you banish demons.
Yourself under control! Don't get hit by the ball, idiot!
Oh, it's the first letter in Babylonian manuscripts.
6 to Goose Egg. Yeah!
No, what the fuck am I doing?
6 to 1.
Ow!
Get it!
Ow!
A third!
Ow!
That's enough! All right, that's enough.
That's 3.
That's
6 to 1.
I didn't expect to get competitive like this.
I deserved it.
No,
I
Tyrone,
fucked
you
up.
didn't deserve it.
I
You
did.
didn't deserve it, man. You didn't
I
deserve
wanted to
it.
catch it for you, and I fucked up.
Things got a little ahead of us out there, but it's just the beginning. You know, we got a lot of time, a lot left to do. You know, we're comeback animals. We're comeback people. We're kind of, you know, those kind of. This is our element.
I shouldn't have put an expectation on you that I wouldn't put on myself,
No.
and there was no way I was gonna catch it.
Set higher expectations for me, man. I need it.
You need that?
Yeah. Anything.
I can do that. I can do that.
Let's give them hell. All right.
All right.
All right.
What's up, Clint?
Who's Clint?
What's up? Cora.
It's nice seeing you.
Who's Clint though?
Cora, he's on the mound.
Oh, I thought that.
Oh!
Damn it!
Oh! Go! You got it!
Oh no!
Keep going!
Our parents were church friends.
Were.
So we went to the same, same church.
Yeah! Told you, Clint! I told you, Clint!
Your mom was my Sunday school teacher.
It was a church for the people.
And I remember we started taking Bible classes together, and he's a better reader than I am, and he finished the Bible before me. That was the first time I'm like, you know what, fuck this guy.
Yeah, we both grew into atheists, which is weird, but...
Dan, you saw what I did there?
I saw it, Tyrone. Good job.
Thank you.
Dan is like my hero. I just want to be to him everything that he's been to me.
If there's one thing I've learned from managers that I've had, it's that you should really just ride upon an employee's need for approval in order to get things done.
I go with the 3 Ps. You know, I want to be his protector. I want to be his provider, and maybe one day, partner.
Home! Second! Oh! He's out!
Ryan's a hard one to put a pin in. You know what I mean? He's, I haven't heard him speak much, and when he does, I'm scared.
You gotta.
Ryan.
What?
We talked about this.
We've got it, but it was definitely.
You gotta go.
Just get back in the order, Ryan.
He has a demon in him.
What are you, Catholic?
That's foul.
It is not a foul. That is in, and it is a second base, for it was caught into the brush.
Sorry, he's not tall enough.
You could have made it! What's wrong with you?
I did make it, Barb.
Ridiculous.
Yeah, Barb is the most critical person I've ever met in my life.
Oh, there it is!
Distractions!
She's never satisfied really by anything.
You can't be a loser like your dad. I'm your grandmother making sure of that. That's what I'm here for. Your dad's a good guy. He's just dumb. I mean, goddamn, selling dope in front of a police station. Jesus, how stupid can you get?
I think it's a pretty genius idea. People are getting out of jail for the night, and they want a little pick-me-up or put you down.
Mark, kick it at his balls.
I will kick it at his balls, Tyrone.
Yeah! There you go! There you go!
Oh, baby!
There you go! All right.
Lethal Weapon 4 doesn't make sense. Go.
Oh!
Foul!
Oh! Don't fuck it up, Dan.
It's okay, Dan.
That was stupid. I'm sorry.
Dan, it's okay. Not really.
It's okay to be good at sports.
We have 2 out.
Now. Good job, Cora.
Yeah! That's
He's out!
I don't know, man. I just throw the ball as chess because that's what you're supposed to do. You know, he's out. You're out.
Whatever. It's part of the game. he came up and he had a ball in his hand, and I was like, nope.
Under control. Then he comes in and just bum tackles me out of nowhere. Are you stepping to me? Do you want to step to me again? I'll fucking kill you, man.
Stop it.
Come on, bitch.
No.
Come on, no. Stop it.
So if you hit them and they drop the ball, it doesn't count. I watch sports, whatever. So don't even. Oh, fuck! Come on! Get out of here!
All right, everybody separate.
Hop up.
Hop up. Hop up. Hop up.
Oh.
Hey, that was the. Come on. I got you. No. All right. All right, hop up already. Everybody, back to their places. Okay. Let's throw that ball.
This one's coming at you, beard face. Stop. Okay. All right.
Beard face is okay. It's an official name. All right.
Go.
Okay, George, second.
You, and then the ringer.
Oh! That was classic beard facing. Hey, no. Hey.
Okay.
You're the man,
You're just
Dan.
what are you, A-Rod? And now you're just A-Rod?
Do it!
Now, let's say the camera is Dan.
Mm-hmm.
What would you say to him?
Ooh, you suck. Go back to Des Moines.
I'm from Nantucket.
Yeah.
Okay, I was born and raised there. No, I don't have Lyme disease. Thank you very much.
Oh! What's it? Stop on second. Stop on third.
We're nothing alike.
Yeah! Oh! That was on the line.
Chris, I don't think wants to work for us at all. To be honest, I used to date his sister. He was a bit of a friend hire. He brings everyone down a little bit.
Come on! Oh, 2 outs! 2 outs!
Come on.
2 outs!
I don't really care.
All right.
You all right? You see this? Is this your grandma? Yeah.
That's my baby
Oh.
out there.
How did he get by? How did he get by?
Take him out next time.
Take
him out.
Yeah.
Jesus.
I tried several
I know,
times.
honey. I know. But you were always ending him at the bottom. What the hell? You don't win when you're on the bottom.
You break.
7-2.
You wish. I'm single now, I guess.
Easy out.
I'll get over it.
He ran before. Oh! Cora! 1! Cora! 2!
Get it in here.
Oh, boom.
Do it.
Get him! 5-7. Hey, come here, Zumba Pants. Come here. Come here, Zumba Pants. Come here, right here. Yeah, remember when I was yelling where the line was?
Not very smart, baby, but good thinking.
Oh, right, get him! Safe.
Tied up.
Oh! Te encheram a bola. Que bola é essa? Não é bola, isso aqui é uma brincadeira de criança.
Oh!
What the hell? Baby, go get the fucking ball!
We got one! And a person on second!
You're losing my respect, Dan.
I don't want. Okay, Tyrone. I don't want to lose your respect. I do want to win the game.
Dan, I want your respect.
He doesn't want it. You're not gonna get it now.
Have you ever seen one of those giant fruit bats?
Uh-huh.
You ever seen a giant? It's like it's a huge fruit bat, right? It's like the size of a full-on fox.
Oh, it landed in!
But it's got bat eyes.
Oh, yeah!
It's got fruit bat eyes.
Change it up!
Good comeback.
What's that for?
We really came together in that second, we call it quarters, right? Mm-hmm. Second quarter, much better.
You caring about this game?
You're not the coach, but you're a leader.
You don't
That's
know
true.
what you are.
That's true.
Well,
Barb, why are you here?
Neither here nor there, Barb.
Don't you talk to Grandma that way.
I'm sorry, Barb.
We don't need people fighting over your grandma on the same team.
Yeah, I'm dedicated.
We just had a 5-run comeback.
I mean,
It's spectacular, You're out there just throwing balls like they're nothing.
If you want me to turn on championship game mode, Clint, I will fucking.
What the hell are we here? We're in a championship
need it.
game.
Let's do it.
All right.
I will send you back to the bleachers.
Look at Tina.
Mark, you want my knife?
I'm just being
No,
morale
Tyrone, why do you
support.
have a knife with you?
To kill.
Why? No, I don't need your knife.
You're gonna see a new Clint.
All right.
here
New
after
Clint.
halftime.
All right. New beginning.
New beginning.
New beginning. Jesus.
Well,
We'll talk about that after the game. Let's get out there. Let's hustle.
We don't need knives. Just punch the fuck out of them.
Don't give him a knife.
No, don't give him ideas.
No punching, no knifing. What we are going to do in this next inning, this next quarter, whatever the fuck, I am going to throw better. That's my first promise to all of you.
Thank
is that
God.
I'm gonna throw
You're
better.
gonna win the fucking game.
Yes, Grandma!
I fell apart. The second half is going to be better.
Still breathing, huh, Clint?
Your uncle redid my patio.
Yeah, well, I don't like him.
He did a good job, though.
An alcoholic.
Yeah, well, he got the job done, and he does a quality job. Yeah.
Let's go, Tyrone.
He didn't do shit for me.
Roll that ball!
Pitch.
Knuckle puck.
Did you, I mean, you were out there. Did you hear him naming those pitches?
I think in a way, it's a way so that my audience, they know, they can study my history.
Why? Let me just give you an example. What does a curveball do in baseball?
If I was going against a good coach, someone who knew what they were doing, is he still Dan or?
What's a fastball do?
It's a ball that is fast.
Yeah, it's a ball that moves very fast.
A good coach would probably look at my history, study it, and know what was coming, and they could teach that to their people to kick. But you haven't done that. You haven't done that at all.
What does a Rilo Kiley pitch do?
I'm gonna call it like I see him. I'm gonna Yahtzee number 3
on wheat
all day long.
Oh! Oh, that's it! That's it! Oh! 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 Base! Come on! Oh! Wait! Automatic double. Oh, come on!
So that's what you do.
Just don't be stupid.
Do you do anything quickly? You ever seen him take a shirt
Kill
off?
my enemies.
Hey, Mark. Okay. All right. Throw that ball! We need the pitch. Throw that ball!
Get the hell out of the woods. What the hell are you? Jesus.
Check for
Had
blood.
so much.
Come on, Mark.
Oh, he's wet in his pants.
Throw the ball! Throw that ball! Oh!
You just cannot help yourself from doing something disgusting to that ball, can you? Fuck that guy. That made me mad. I'm sorry. I mean, it did. Like, I don't.
All right.
I wouldn't go and play Scrabble with a bunch of friends, eating Doritos right out of the bag, and then rub my cheese fingers all over the tiles. Every place that he goes, he's gonna leave a trail of oil like some fucking slug or some shit. I guess that's useful if I ever have to play hide and seek against the motherfucker.
If I was smart, I would have used my shoes to move the ball and not touch my beer.
Is that a tradition? What other dumb game could possibly be a tradition?
Yeah!
Second. Hold two.
Most of it's beer, Sammy. Most of it's beer.
Throw that ball.
Give it up on you guys, baby. Just.
Oh, that's a run.
We're losing run.
Night. Oh! Stop at 2. Stop at 3.
That's out of the
Stop at 2, stop at 3.
Tyrone. Dan. What's up?
He knows. I would like to pitch.
I miss your family.
There was a car accident that happened with his aunt and my aunt and an aunt, a woman we called our Aunt Cheryl, but she was not an aunt, actually.
Phone rings. Hey, Auntie. Oh shit, it's not Auntie. EMS, paramedics.
They crashed into a beer truck.
CPR. I hear the commotion. Guess who I hear in the background? Speakerphone. Clint. Right away, I'm like, fucking Clint. I knew it was him.
He blamed me specifically for it, which is...
Dead aunt? Clint has to be there. I tell the paramedic, pass Clint on the phone.
I may or may not have left a beer truck parked in the middle of the street, okay, that blocking a pedestrian street.
Pass the Clint on the phone. Clint, fuck you. I'm coming for you.
You're a good man.
I
I
hate
from a good stock.
My family's mostly dead now because of you.
Can't we just let bygones be bygones?
No.
You died in that.
Good job, Dan. Do it again and she walks.
Yeah.
Or I'll make up arbitrary rules. Foul.
Oh, baby, you okay?
Okay, Grandma?
Hey,
Stop!
Tina, you
No!
okay?
No! Get back!
All right, let's make sure you're okay.
Whoa.
Get him up!
You're out!
No.
Tut.
Mark was trying to prove that he was a man because he had a lot of people calling him not a man.
You are out. You're out. Yeah, I understand. Bullshit.
Moses has the biggest pecker I have ever seen. And because of that, he has so much testosterone in his system constantly. He is 24 years old. It is eating him alive from the inside out.
Tut, motherfucker.
You're out.
Tut.
You got tutted.
I'm out.
Get him the fuck out of there.
Are you gonna kick it into some shit or some cum or vomit, or what are you gonna kick it into this time?
Your imaginary hellscape, bitch.
I don't know what that is. That's a fucked up thing to say. All right.
That's real. It's imaginary.
Oh! Get him out!
Safe!
Come on! He's out! Stop! It is 8-8. He had touched that before it bounced off of your grandmother's shoe and hit him. Hey, you want to come here? Come here.
Yeah, I would love to come here. I would like to talk about a couple of things because it seems like this entire time. What?
It's okay.
I don't want this. I don't. No, it's not okay for me. For me, it's not okay. For me, nothing feels okay. It's not.
I'm still third out.
Yeah, that is the end of the inning. We tied it though, guys. So
She was out rounding third.
Yes, that's the third out. They scored a run before, but that wasn't out.
Does that feel okay?
Ow!
Come on, Clint, get her out there. Wow.
Hell yeah!
Clint, look, I really wanted to visit your aunt in the hospital, but you wouldn't let me.
Oh yeah? Well, her husband called, a.k.a. my uncle. He said you're a douchebag.
Look, I'm sorry. When love hits, it hits. You know what I mean?
I don't feel love. Never felt a hit. But I'm gonna hit you later.
That's good. That was a good.
Tyrone.
That was intimidating.
That was good.
Don't actually
Time.
Kick his ass, Tyrone.
Subtext.
All right. Your grandma taught me to read.
Oh! Automatic double. Automatic double.
All right, Tyrone. All right, Tyrone.
You fuckers. Play the game.
Holy
shit. God, don't catch that. What?
Ouch.
Yeah.
Back to now. Very good, though.
Yeah.
There's a thorn in the kickball.
What?
Yeah, it's 8-8. Let's throw that ball.
That's it.
That's it. There you go. All right. And that is a run. So that will be 9-8.
That's a
Now,
home
ladies
run.
and gentlemen,
Good job.
9-8.
Mark, 2 outs.
Do it for Grandma's house.
Come on.
Get it.
Yeah.
There you go,
Yeah,
Mark.
There
you go, Mark.
Oh my God. Baby, go. Go. God
You
damn
got
it.
that, Mark?
No.
Third base.
No.
You
out. In case you didn't hear it. Ow! There was a score on the field. Ow! Oh! It's good! It's good!
Baby, get him
Oh,
out.
we got a man on first! Man on first! Good night!
Get it, Tyrone! Catch it, Tyrone! What the fuck?
It's still in play!
No! Get the... Oh, Jesus.
You wanna play this game with me,
Yeah,
big
I'll
boy?
play this game with you.
You wanna play this game with me, big
do
boy?
it. Do it.
That was impressive!
Oh!
Nice! No!
Is it good?
No,
him! Hit him!
Oh, shit! You missed!
Yeah!
Tug it! Slide! All right! Ladies and gentlemen, if you're wondering what does that mean, that means to 10! We are at a tie game, and we're about to throw that ball!
You want my respect, you know what you have to do.
How many outs are
Your
there?
respect, you know that.
Throw that ball!
Wait, that's a hit.
What is that?
Oh! What is that?
Run! Run!
Oh, come on, hit this. Son of a bitch.
That's the way, baby!
That's an out!
Wait, Gabi, no! Gabi! Go home! Gabi, go home!
There was a young woman, right? And she was amazing at this game. And then all of a sudden, she catches the eye of this young woman who seemed nihilistic. A person who seemed like life had given up on her. But I saw a twinkle. When a twinkle between two people happens, if you don't fan that internal flame and burn those embers, then what's the point of even being a god person? What's the point of even being a person?
2 outs!
That's the way!
2 outs!
That was an out.
All right! 2 outs!
It's just you and me, you greasy, disgusting, piss-kicking bastard.
Wow.
It's just me and you. Just me and you.
Not too much oil.
You got that?
That's it. Son of a bitch.
All right! Nice! Oh, that was such a good game. Seriously, that reminds me almost exactly of the first game I ever watched. It ended almost in a tie, and then all of a sudden everyone went crazy and just started hurting each other. But today is different. Today we're gonna go ahead and find out a winner, all right? And the way that we're gonna do that is a good old-fashioned kickoff! The pitcher is gonna throw 5 pitches. The defending team has 1 single defender out there in the field. If they catch that ball, you're out. If they get that ball and throw it at you and hit you, you're out. If you cannot get all the way to the base before they get that ball, you are out. All right? So let's get kicking!
You got this, Sammy.
Go, Mr. Pants.
We built these dreams together.
Oh, that's an out!
Whoa.
Get there, get there, get there!
Oh, hey! Oh!
Yay!
Go,
That's
Ryan!
a point. Go, Ryan,
That's a
keep
2
going!
point.
Keep going!
That's the...
Yeah!
Oh, he's out!
Whoa!
There's the big boot!
What's that?
Oh, and we're out of here! Okay, all right. No, come on!
They're kissing. Oh my.
What the fuck?
You know, passion goes both ways. Hate, a passion of hate, and a passion of love. Sometimes things are confusing.
Damn it, you were on the bottom again.
Well,
Jesus Christ.
I'm the bigger man, so I let him be on top.
Well, he's the bigger man.
You got this.
All right,
Throw the pocket ball.
all right, roll it.
Oh, that's it. That's a foul. That's a foul. Throw that Ball! It's on, one!
Get it!
Oh, we got 1 point! Throw that! Ball!
Two more.
Foul ball!
Small base is all we need.
Oh, foul ball! Foul ball!
Can you just explain to me why you have to be such an asshole?
Look, if we get into this, it's going to be like talking about Israel, Palestine. Do you want to get to the beginning of when this all started?
It's a simple solution.
Throw the ball.
It's a simple
Just throw the
solution.
ball.
Partition Jerusalem and let the UN overstand.
Oh, it's a tale as old as time. Come on.
Thank you! Suck it! Seven-time champs! Yeah. Seven-time champs! Seven-time champs! Woo! Woo!
Hey guys,
Yeah, we lost.
Good job.
It's hard not to feel personally responsible because if I'm being honest, and I like to try to be, I did not pitch or bat well. I want to say, I think that I also had to contend with Mark fighting constantly. That's costing us runs. That's costing us opportunities to get outs. And I didn't care. I didn't care at first. And then they started to catch up, and then I started to care again. We had a big lead. We had an incredible... we had like a 6 or 7 point lead. We did. We had everything going for us. We were in control. And it started to fall apart. So maybe I don't need to take as much personal responsibility. I just wanted to win.
So Mark invited me to a trivia night tomorrow. Sounds fun. I'm pretty good with pop culture, you know, so I'm still gonna kill myself, but I think probably the next day. That seems like fun.
Honestly, after this victory, I think that will be enough of a thing that this rivalry between us can die down.
Victory, heart, never gonna fade.
That's right.
That's right. We're gonna be champions 7 more years.
7 more! Yeah! I might stick around.
If kickball doesn't become a professional sport, then I'll probably grab that knife I talked about and go to Scoochie's, confront Clint, bring Dan with me, and say, Clint, say sorry.
Tyrone, we're brothers. We can't let one misplaced truck destroy what we had.
Clint, we might not ever be close enough to make love to the same woman at the same time together, but I'm willing to give you a shot.
He apologizes to Dan. Things are going great. As Clint walks away, dead.
We haven't seen Cora in a while. We've seen photos of Cora on Instagram.
Just couldn't even with how serious and hot she was, and I was like, you know what, Cora, just fucking give her that weird twig. So, because I'd found a weird twig, so I gave her the weird twig, and it was weird, and she didn't throw it at me, so that was a good sign. Do you want to add anything, babe?
A gente foi meio que teve uma tensão, trocada de olhar. Aí o jogo foi passando, ficando chato. O jogo ficou chato, então aí a gente ficou mais interessante. E meio que o que rolou e até agora tá tudo bem. Né? Tá tudo ótimo.
From the first moment of the first game I ever watched to now, it feels like so much has changed. What hasn't changed is we all have that internal fire, that want to win or that want to love or that want to fight. But I've watched the landscape change of this small town inside of this small world, inside of this small universe. And it's like maybe creating it wasn't wrong. I don't know, but I guess that's for someone else who actually did that, who created it to say, but maybe it wasn't. Oh, thank you. Thank you for having me. No problem. Awesome. Great. Okay. Well, if that's all, I guess I'll just go ahead and get going here.
Yeah.
Okay. Bye.
God, what's those bald people from the X-Men comics? The Watcher? What are they called?
The Watchers.
The
yes.
Watchers. I believe he's one of those.